Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a GW Panther. It's a tier 7 German SPG. It's on the south spawn of Tundra and it's under the command of me. Yes, I'm afraid it's another of my replays, but this is not a replay about what I'm doing. This is a replay about a troll. And yes, there's a troll on our team. He's in a Black Prince and he's about to troll both Artys. There he is, Ngt33. Now, I think actually, yes, that was my mod working there. Okay, well, you can see that in this battle, the Black Prince is actually following me and our FV304 down to this corner, and he's already fired into me, but of course it didn't do any damage because team damage is taken out of the game. But that's not going to stop him trolling us, and he's just fired at me again. Well, I'm off to this corner because I need to fire at the hill and support our tanks up there. So I get to my little corner and here comes the Black Prince. Yes, he's making his way very slowly towards us. Okay, I'm going to aim view and looking towards the hill. There's a Nvidia 14.5 on the reverse slope, the north slope of the hill. Now, I fired that one in a bit late and didn't account for the fact that Udes was going to pull back, but I did think that he might actually try to move forward. And then I suddenly noticed, yeah, the Black Prince is pushing the FV304 and stopping him from playing the game. Yep, the FV304 says troll in the game, pushing Arty. It's basically ruining the game for everyone. Now, I didn't get involved at this stage because I was trying to get some damage on the enemy. So I'm still going for that. Udes rounds out on him. It goes long and lands behind him, but it still stuns him. Well, the troll doesn't seem to be getting very far with the FV305. And very shortly he's going to come over here. I've actually reported him as troll. And that's when he disengages from the FV304. And comes over here. I say report Black Prince as troll, and the Black Prince is now firing at me again. You see there, he's leaving the FV304 alone, or at least I thought he was going to leave him alone. I'm now going to aim towards that SU-122-44 in the Western Pass. Scores are even at the moment. Just about to shoot. Rounds out in that corner, does some damage to the SU-122-44. And then I noticed this IS-3, but I also noticed the Black Prince is coming up here. So, yeah, I tried to move away from him, but he's determined to get revenge for me reporting him as troll. And so I'm now going to try and outturn him. Nope, can't do that, not in the GW Panther. It's not really built or designed to outmaneuver a Black Prince, because basically it's a D-rated Panther. But he's still firing at me, still being a troll, still being a nuisance. And I drive past the FV304 and unfortunately goes straight back to trolling him. I do wonder sometimes if these players are drunk when they're trolling like this and they just come across any player or any Arty player and try to ruin their game. Now I'm going to try and fire at the enemy, but I'm pretty certain those enemy now are through the Western Pass, and there's not a lot we can do to stop them getting through, because this idiot here should have been in the Western Pass to stop them, but now he's actually just trying to ruin the game for everyone. Well, despite his trolling, I don't think he's going to stop our team from winning, and I have been spotted by the enemy, so they know where I am. And the problem now, of course, I tried to do a quick reverse there. He wasn't expecting me to reverse as quickly as I did, and I pulled back, turn to drive away and reverse back up this slope, try and get over this rock so I can start shooting at the enemy again. But I was seen by the enemy, and I've been seen again by the guys coming around the corner, and just at that moment the OI fires at me and kills me. The FV304 escapes, and now the Black Prince finally gets down to dealing with the game. In fact, For a second I thought he was going to chase after the FV304, but of course that is the fastest Arty in the game. And he's going to have a great deal of difficulty trying to catch up with that guy if he wants to get away, because seriously, he can do 70 kilometers an hour, and the Black Prince is lucky if he can do about 30. Anyway, the OI is still there, and pretty soon the Black Prince is going to realise there's no way he can catch up with the FV304, who's well away from him by now, and so the Black Prince is going to have to turn around and actually confront the enemy. There's only 4 enemies remaining now. The team has virtually killed them, virtually all of them. There's an SU-100, a Borsig, the OI, a KV-1S, and that's it. And their OI is badly damaged, and this game is going to be over very shortly. There's the KV-1S. He was actually just ahead of the OI, came through the western pass, came around the corner just afterwards. The FV304 fires a round in and takes out the OI. The Black Prince actually kills the KV-1S. But the only remaining enemy is the Borsig. And I'm following the FV304 at the moment. Now he's just popping over the bridge. Top speed is showing as 4612. I think that's the figures for the GW Panther. Anyway, he's decided to start capping. He went into the cap but then pulled straight back out again. I think he's going to actually sit here and wait for somebody to spot the Borsig. On the other hand, he could just get into the cap, but if he does, the Borsig might try to fire at him. Schwarz Panther's going up the other side of the hill, and any second now the FV304 is going to get a chance to finish off the Borsig and win the game. Type 64 is going the other route. They found him. And that means the FV304 can get to work, fires around in. Didn't get a hit with that one. And the kill shot goes to the Schwarz Panther, and it's a victory for the team. But, of course, the principal baddie in this game was, in fact, the Black Prince. Ngt33, I think, was his actual name. Yep, Ngt33, rather, on EU server. This is the player concerned, and well, if we look at his details, we can actually see what sort of player he actually is. Only 921 battles, a rating of 3218. He's not a particularly good player, and he has a particularly awful victory rate, which win rate, which shows that really he was taking it out on Arty, because he keeps getting hit by Arty. And the reason he keeps getting hit by Arty is he's just a very bad player. He doesn't know anything about not being spotted. He just keeps driving around, hit by Arty. He will instantly take it out on his own team's Arty. Yeah, and this is the sort of player that really shouldn't be in the game, because he's not abiding by Wargaming's rules. He has no intention of doing so. With only 921 games, he's got a Black Prince, and he's now being a complete and idiot in the game. So Wargaming, I think you need to remove this player from the game, or at least if you don't remove him from the game, you need to suspend him for a significant amount of time to remind him that he's not supposed to attack the players on his own team. He's only supposed to attack the enemy, and if he attacks his own players, then Wargaming could do something about it and remove him from the game, or at least suspend him until he's learns his lesson. So there's the troll. And despite that, we did actually win the game. I'm afraid the rest of the team was just so good that even despite the fact that he was trolling both Arty and obviously I was lost early on without actually doing much damage whatsoever, we still managed to win the game. And I think that's mainly down to the fact that he could only troll one Arty at a time, and whilst he was trying to get at me, the FV304 was doing some damage on the enemy and winning. So, troll Ngt33. Add him to your blacklist and put him in the troll mod. And if you see him in battle, make sure that if he's on the enemy side, make sure that he's taken out of the game as quickly as possible. And if he does happen to be trolling his own team, well, let him get on with it, and then sooner or later somebody will report him to Wargaming, and Wargaming will do something about it. But yes, this guy is a thoroughly nasty player. If he's on your team, beware. Thanks for watching.